Welcome back to Craftoria. This is Cuberized, and we are picking up where we left off. This is home for anyone who did not catch the previous episode. And we now have a level 2 bank. We did pick up some obsidian skulls while we were over in the nether, which we have a nether portal. And what we want to do this time, I'm going to quickly go ahead and get the reward for that. And then we'll go ahead and see which one of these. I love it, it roars. It's let's figure out what this is. Not exactly sure. Let's try the outline method. That looks kind of like following the graphics there. Okay, completely absorbs damage from fire sources. Yes, fire protection. 2.9 seconds. Okay, so this is 2.9. Let's go ahead and see what the other one is. See if it's any better. And this is 2.2. So 2.9 is bigger, longer. It's gonna it's gonna last longer, so I won't die by fire, hopefully. So let's put not there. I think here, yes. Put this one away. Put this one on. I grabbed another chainmail out of storage because this one's not going to last for much longer. And I think it's with the books, I thought. No? Yes? Oh, it's with the enchantment books. It's over here. There it is. Alright. I do have the ham. I have, this is Curse of Vanishing, so this is not a good thing to have on armor. And we've got a lot of leather going on here. There is I want to say it's salvaging. That it? Breaks down. Okay, yeah, that's it. This is something we are going to work towards. It's not too hard to get, but it'll help us break down items for apotheosis as well as other things. If I don't want this, so what to do with this, you know, we don't have an uncrafting table at the moment, so there's nothing we can do there. I can hit it with shears. I'm going to get 1 leather, and that's it. If I had the uncrafting table, it would use experience, but I'd be able to get 8 leather here. With salvaging, it's something in between. You get some leather, but you also have the potential, based on the enchantment that's on it, to get some rare enchanting elements, if you will. So this may be a way to go, it's just we need to get there. Yeah. So for the time being, I need to put these somewhere, so I will stick this stuff up there. We had random things in the bank, so I emptied them out into the containers behind me. Still have a few odds and ends in here. We do need to make the mining dimension. So let's do that as well. We have a lot of things to do here. Where did all my obsidian go? One moment. Right. Okay. I found it over here. Along with these, which I'm going to use to fortify the area, but I'll do that in a moment. So we need this, and we need our pickaxe. And if we look up mining, we get our mining portal. This is what it takes, and it will take a damaged pickaxe. So something cool to remember, you can go ahead and use your diamond pickaxe and then get rid of the diamond pickaxe. So we have our portal. Put that there. The other thing we need is, let's try to make a... Whoops, it was right there actually. We have a mining. Here we go. Let's... Mining gadget. Mining gadget. Actually, the other thing we need to make is... we're going to need a way to... We have a way to generate power, but we don't have a way to store power. And so we need something from, I believe, Mekanism, and it's energy cube, I believe. Cube. Okay, basic energy cube. Okay, can we do this? Let's get what we need here. Let's see. No, I don't need that. I need some glass. Definitely need redstone. There's diamonds. We have gold. We have, that's compressed iron. There's copper. There's iron. I feel like I'm... Okay. The other thing we're going to need, actually, before we even get to this, is let's look at Mekanism. Yeah, it helps if I spell Mekanism starting with M-E-K. So, crushing. Crushing will be important. Alright. So we want an enrichment, I believe. Enrichment chamber, and then you get... Yes, okay. So let's take a look at the quests and go down to Mekanism. So what we've done, we've created our basic infuser. I was going to say enrichment, and that's what I was just talking about. We've got our infuser and we've got our heat generator that's providing power. What we're going to need is a way to store the power, which I'm looking here and I'm not seeing that anywhere here, which is surprising. They don't have energy cubes here. Either that or I'm overlooking them, which is possible. The other thing is, let's look at the next section down. The ore processing, is energy cubes in here anywhere? No. Okay. Alright. So, to be able to do a lot of this stuff, we need to get through some of this. This is going to be all moving things around, whether it's items or power. And these are all the upgrades to the machines, and we just kind of have to power through this line here. We're also going to need steel, So we need to be able to do all of this relatively easily. One thing to do is, and these can be gotten through enriching its base. So enriched carbon is gotten by enriching coal. Okay, so enrichment chamber is also doable, but I don't have any steel. Okay, so let's go into what takes... How do we get steel? So steel, we need the dust, and to get the dust we need the metallurgic infuser, which means we need enriched iron and carbon, and enriched iron is iron that's gone through carbon. Okay, so we take an ingot of iron, run it through with carbon, run it through again, and it makes... Okay, it makes the dust, which we can then smelt. So I put my iron, I think, here, so let's do... Oh boy. Let's do 8 to start, and go out here. Haven't caught the world on fire yet. Put that there, put that in there, and it's got energy and it's gonna go. Okay, and why does that look like Illagers? We have Illagers stuck in... Okay, so while that's working, I may even use this. Let's see what else. Okay, let's see if I can not fall in the lava and kill the Illagers. Good multitasking here. Yay! Now, unfortunately, I have to step into the icky oil to get... Okay, so... Got that, got that. I don't know if I check this because it's a regular chest. I might have. I don't know. Well... Okay. It's kind of weird. Those... What do you have? You have a music disc and... Nothing terribly exciting. Okay, let's give it one more. See if that's enough or if I need one more after that. Yep, it looks like it's 1 for 1. Okay, so now that's empty. I've got that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, that's doing its thing. Okay, and then... Let's see what else. Okay, so we're trying to do multiple things all at once. So let's go back to the energy cube. Energy cube, this is where I'm going to need the iron, this is where I'm going to need the glass. I think I can take the red sand, I hope, and no. Does this go into glass? Or maybe it's just an invalid recipe. No, it does not look like it. Okay. So I need some sand. Let's go find... well, 6 of one, half dozen of another, which way the closest beach is. I really don't want to get tangled up in that nor that, and I'm hoping that's villager, but yeah, I'm just going to go north. Here, get my sword out. Ooh. Go down the vines. Very cool. Okay. I'm running. I did a double tap to run. Yeah, if I was over here, I could just, yeah, we're just gonna just get a few pieces here and not make a mess of the beach. Yeah, I guess this is the only shovel I have. And there goes my shovel. Okay, how much sand do I have? 41. I'm probably going to just take this last little bit. Just because I can anticipate the need for sand. So much glass. Okay. I think when we get back to the house, we sleep so we can get the rain to turn off and get rid of nighttime and get it back to daytime. Did I know there was a sign here? Well, I'm assuming that might be right there, 300. We'll have to check that out. Okay. I think this should be done. All right. Let's see here. Actually, I need to take this and make this smelt. Let's move this here. I'm going to move this in here. This is our portal. I've got our glass that we already needed. So let's get our energy cube. Now let's do the other piece. We need those. Those are, okay, redstone with copper ingots. How much redstone do we have? Some. Not a lot, but some. Let's see what that gets us. Okay, we've got our steel. Alright, if we want to, we need an energy cube and we need an enrichment. Enrichment chamber. So this is going to be the same thing. So I need to make 2 of these. And osmium. I heard that. Sounds like a zombie. So I'm not seeing osmium. Why am I not seeing it? Did I use it up? Looks like I used it up. Alright, let's get... I'm gonna need some for this. Separated it, didn't grab it. Okay. While that's going, let's see here. Let's put okay, get us some extra stuff there. Okay. Osmium, steel. Where did I put there? I put the glass. Give me that back. Alright. So, let's do one enrichment chamber. I'm going to need 2 of these. I'm going to make them both right now. And then this is osmium and redstone. Redstone I already have out there. So I'm going to need 2 of those with redstone. And let's actually go upstairs. It's nighttime. Let's rest in the fox bed. Okay. And since we did get an achievement, let's see what that is. Exactly, that's our steel. And we got raw iron. That's a good thing to get. We got 16. That's nice. It's a nice amount. Okay, let's go out here, see if there's anything out here that wants to hurt us. Not seeing anything. Okay, and let's see, 1, 2, put that in. I think that's more Illagers. Oh, great. There's something left in here. I'm going to get this. This obviously was here and didn't come up to the surface. Alright, well, we'll see what they're up to. These may take... Osmium looks like it might take more. Okay. And another achievement, or quest, I guess you can call them. So we got this one, and glass. Glass is always useful. And raw copper. Sure, why not? More copper. As I said, we get a ton of copper. Okay. This one we should have. There's our enrichment chamber. Let's go get our cube. This is one of those and one of those. And then this one. We've got that and this, and we get that. Ta-da! Yes! Alright, let's get those rewards, which are organized storage. Okay, it's up here. Here's basic energy. Lead. Not my first choice at this point in the game, but that's fine. And I think, yeah, that was it. Let me put the lead away, but it is nice to have that. Let's get all this stuff away, actually. I'm going to put that in there as well. That goes down there. Diamonds, glass, coal, redstone. Okay. Junk for now. Alright, so what I'm looking for is we need a pipe. We need a pipe to move energy. So what do you have? This is energy. Basic universal cable. Okay, where is that in here? There are other ways to move it, but we're in Mechanism, so let's do Mechanism. Backbone of the okay, so this is free runners. How difficult are they? They are not bad, but I have sneakers at the moment, and I really want to save some of my items and just get this going. This is steel, and I think I just put everything away. I did. Now that's compressed iron. I don't have any more steel. How can I do this? I know. I know what to do. Okay. What we are going to do is, okay, so there's nothing in here, so it's not a problem to pick this up, which I'm not even sure I have a pickaxe, so this will be fun. Oh, I do. Not a great pickaxe, but it's a pickaxe. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to put the energy cube here. Here. So this should now get energy. It's getting energy. Then, and that's a problem. As long as it stays put. I think I've got it staying put. Okay. That works. Then we'll put the metallurgic infuser here. And we will put the enrichment chamber here. And there. And then we need to have input from... Okay, let's set everything to none. So the back is going to be input and output to those two, which should fill them up. That's filled, and that is filled. And then we have a place to charge, which will be great. So what would it take to make the... let's put this in here. Do I have any pickaxes in there? No, I have a hoe. That's not going to help. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. So if I want to do steel, let's do this. Let's go enrich. And then I want to make steel, which is all carbon based. So it's going to need this. Okay. So we're going to put the carbon through here. Then we're going to put the carbon in here, which will give us, yes, equivalent of 8. And we're going to run that through. And then when this is done, we'll run it through again and we'll end up with our steel. Okay, so where to put our mining portal? I'm thinking we put the mining portal over here in our, mining area, because that's our mine down there. Not the worst thing in the world. Or we can put it with our portals, which right now we just have the one. Yeah, let's actually... There. Put it in there. Okay, I get the glass out of here. Okay, off to, we want the okay, so is it MK? There it is. So diamonds, I've got gold, got that. This is lapis, which I don't have. So I need to figure that out. And while that's not doing anything, okay, and sun's going down. So we may go to the mining world and just dig down and see what we find. And I'd like to get this out of here before the sun goes down. So we don't have the lapis that we need for the mining laser. We do have the mining dimension accessible to us, so we can go down and mine away, literally. So lapis is one of the things we have to find. And then, let's see what else. I do have the bank, so we can load it up with everything coming in. I do not have a magnet. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do was experience. We wanted, because I've been dying, I keep losing experience. And I'd like to retain what I have, because if we get into finding mending enchantments and being able to put those on tools and weapons, it would be nice if I actually had a stash of experience. Now, I do have some from the relics, but that stuff does not last long. And what I do need is, we've got books. I got the Ender Pearl, the one Ender Pearl from the Endermen from in the Nether that I killed, and I've got an emerald. It's the blaze gold here that we don't have, and that needs a what is it? This is actually from, why am I not finding this? Is from, this is, I just have one of those things I'm going in circles. Yes, this is what I was trying to get at. Raw blaze gold comes from this ore, and this ore comes from putting a gold block on any one of these three things, which is blaze bloom goo, void shimmer goo, or shadow pulse goo. This is Netherwart and Blaze and this primordial thing and this. So I don't think we have this. I know I don't even have that. So we talked about making this. Let's make this because it will get us to some other quests and will get us some better equipment. I need 2 sugar. Okay, let's do that. So, sugar cane, do I have it here or did I put it upstairs? I have it upstairs. Here's sugar cane, so we'll make sugar. Here's another wart. So I need to make goo. Clay and dirt. Oh, I do have dirt here, okay. Sugar, yes. Okay. So this has an interesting mechanic. Just going to put this stuff away. And I don't think I have, I'm looking for gold. I don't have, I would need, let's see. Okay, well, let's try it. I think it's nighttime. It is. Let's sleep through the night. We will need to make some sort of a manufacturing facility. So to put all the machines in. But for the time being, let's let me borrow these pumpkins. Oh, dang. No, 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 no. You're bad. You're bad. You're bad. You're very bad. Huh. Okay. That was a little intense, and I was not imagining that. That's another reason why we need to get this enclosed. Yeah. Thank goodness for my bubbles. Okay. Nothing like waking everybody up while I'm trying to make. I just wanted that so that I could put this on top. There we go. Alright, so how this works is you see where it's flashing different things. That's sugar and then it's rotten flesh, which I think I just put all that stuff away. So let me go back in and get it. Which I did. Rotten flesh is easier. Let's grab that. Limited supply of sugar cane at the moment. Okay, so we want to take these and I'll put it down here so we can watch the graphic. And I don't want to do this last one. In fact, let me switch it back to ingots. Okay, then you just put this, you're essentially feeding it something. You're either feeding it sugar or, in our case, we're feeding it rotten flesh. And not really seeing what it's doing at the moment. Yeah, I don't need to be fed. I wonder if it's the pack is not showing it. Oh, you know what? It won't work with, I need the one that's, I need this one. Okay. Okay, this works with iron. It won't work with gold. And I can't get the gold blocks off. Of course I can't. Alright, well, can't get that just yet. It's not going to hurt anything that they're there. It's just not doing what I need it to do. So we're just going to have to go get more resources, which we knew we needed to do anyway. All right. I'm going to bring some sticks, and I'm going to make, yeah, I will make one. Do I have any books that'll help me with this? At all. I'm trying to look for something good to put on, and there's nothing. I have no books that are good for that. Alrighty, let's make a diamond pickaxe. Okay, and I've got a regular pickaxe. I have my this. I can leave the lava here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, the other thing, these barrels. I need to make copper upgrades. Here we go. So copper with a redstone torch in the middle. And there's our steel, yes. And we might as well grab the quest, just dire things. We made our goo. We got ore scanner, okay. So if I put here iron blocks, but these things takes blocks, so you're committing to this. But I will show you since I fed it already, because we're gonna make some exciting things here. That's perfect. Okay, as I said, because I fed this already, I should be able to do, may not be able to get up there to do it. Okay, you see that tenderly thing? That's actually going to envelop the cube. And let's borrow some of this dirt so I can get up on top here. And put the last one up there. There. Okay, so it's morphing into these new ingots. And actually, since I am out here and I do have a pickaxe, I'm going to get these gold blocks off of here. Make sure these are empty. Yep. Now this has been almost consumed, or converted if you want to think about it that way. When it does, then it should switch into the ore, the raw ore. There it goes. Does take time, unfortunately. Okay, and when you hear that sound and it starts displaying, it means that whatever, it needs to be refed. So when you see it displaying that way, so we got 11 out of 3. So it's almost a 4 to 1. With this, now let's check. Here we've got our, when you get 14, of course we have 11, not 14, which we can't make another block, but you get this achievement here, reward. Okay, so for the time being, let's leave that there. And we'll leave that there and that. We don't need, actually, and that's the raw, and put this down here. So what we were looking for was this and redstone and sticks. I think I have the sticks on me. Yes, I do. So let's make, we've got 5 barrels. Let's make 5 torches. And then we're going to do this. And I completed another quest. Okay, great. The beauty of this is that these will hold their contents. So when things start getting tight, inventory-wise, I have those to fall back on. And let's see what else. Let's put that away. Shouldn't need that anymore. Okay. Technically, I don't need that anymore. Alright, I can put all the weapons away. I shouldn't need those. Alright. I'm bringing some sticks along so that we can make other tools as we need them. And I've got that. And yep, should be good. Okay, let's venture into the mining dimension. There we go. Alright. So, doesn't really, I'm stepping a little bit away from that just so I don't get involved with whatever that is. Okay, grass, dirt. Alright, so we're down. Okay, perfect. Now, let's see what kind of damage we can do. Here we are up at 65. So, let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm going to use a waypoint. And I am just let's see here. Let's get our mining tunnel again. Oh, that was easy. Okay, so let's put dirt. Actually, let's do cobble then dirt. Let's see, andesite, gravel, diorite, weird things. All right. And let's just stick with the plan here. We're just going to go all the way down, and we can tunnel around from there. We can adjust some of these things if we're not getting much out of it. But I'm going to make myself a couple of cheap shovels. One moment. Okay, and actually I think I'm going to stop here. We'll pick up next episode right where we left off and keep with the mining. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. And I hope that you're enjoying Craftoria. Take care. This is Cuberized out.